Platform of Kadi Sarva Vishwavidyalaya. I, Professor Harsh Tripathi, Assistant Professor of Accountancy and Commerce at Srimati MP Patel College of Commerce and Center for Professional Courses, Kadi. So, let's discuss about operating costing. In a previous lecture, I done the practical sum number 1. Now, let's learn practical sum number 2 of operating costing in Bcom semester 5. Here, the information for the solution of sum. From the following particular, find out the cost per kilometer of vehicle X and vehicle Y. There are two total vehicle X and Y, and find both vehicle cost per kilometer. All information given, particular X and Y, annual kilometer 3000, annual kilometer 3000, 1200, annual kilometer given in this sum. So the column is draw for annual cost of vehicle X 50,000, Y 30,000. Annual license fee 1,500 for both vehicles. Annual insurance 1,400 and vehicle Y 800. Annual garage rent 1,200, Y 1,000. Annual salary of supervisor 2,400, 2,400. Driver salary per hour rupees 5 for both vehicles. Petrol expense per liter petrol expense 15 rupees for both vehicle. Maintenance and repairs per kilometer X vehicle 2 rupees, Y vehicle 4 rupees per kilometer. Tire expenses per kilometer 1.5 and vehicle Y 1. The estimated life of vehicle in kilometer 2 lakh kilometer for 2X vehicle and 1,50,000 kilometer for vehicle Y. Per kilometer, per liter kilometer 20 for X and 15 for Y. It means in a 15 rupees cost, vehicle run 20 kilometer for vehicle X, and in a 50 rupees cost, vehicle Y run 15 kilometers. Okay. Each vehicle run 20 km per hour. This information given for the solution or working note of driver salary, and the interest calculated 15% on the capital investment. In operating cost, capital means the cost of vehicle. Capital means cost of vehicle. So let's solve this sum. For the solution of this sum, we prepare total 5 column. Why total 5 column? Just because of there are information given for the two vehicles. Particulars, vehicle X, annual expense, why annual expenses? Because all expenses given in annually form. Okay, so annual expense of vehicle X, then after per kilometer expense of vehicle X. These two columns consider for vehicle X and annual expense of vehicle Y and annual per kilometer expense of vehicle Y. This is for the vehicle Y column. Okay. Total two part, fixed cost and the variable cost. Let's start with the expenses put. Fixed cost. Annual license fee 1,500, 1,500. Put in this slide. License fee 1,500 in annually column. Vehicle Y 1,500 in annually column. Now the second, annual insurance 1,005 annual insurance 1,400 and 800. Put in annual column 1,400 and 800 in Y. Then after garage rent, annual garage rent to 1,200 for vehicle X and 1,000 for vehicle Y. Put in this slide, this column annually sell a garage rent 1200 for vehicle X and 1000 for vehicle Y. Then after annual salary of supervisor 2400 for vehicle X and 2400 for vehicle Y. Both vehicle 2400 for vehicle X and 2400 for vehicle Y. Now, in this sum, given the calculation, calculated 15% on capital invested. Interest in a fixed nature, interest is a fixed expense. That let's write a working note for the solution or for the find out the value of interest on capital. Working note 1, interest on capital. There are some specific note for this sum. In the operating cost, the cost of interest on capital always calculated on the cost of vehicle. The interest on capital calculated on the cost of vehicle. 50,000 vehicle cost of X, 50,000. Okay. So 50,000 calculate with the 15 divided by 100. It means 50,000 into multiply with 50 divide 15 divided by 100. The answer is 7,500. For vehicle Y, 30,000 cost of vehicle 30,000 multiply with 15 divided by 100 is equal to 4,500. So 7,500 interest on capital of vehicle X and 4,500 interest on capital of vehicle Y. Both put in this column annually 7,500 and 4,500. Now the sum of vehicle X annual expense fixed cost and total is 14,000. 14,000 divided by 3,000 annual kilometer and the value arrives 4.67. So per kilometer fixed expense of vehicle X is 4.67 rupees. For vehicle Y, the sum of expenses and the total is 10,200 rupees. Divide by 1,200 kilometer given 8.5 per kilometer. 8.5 of vehicle Y fixed expense per kilometer. Now, no any fixed cost, no any other fixed cost given in this sum. All fixed costs covered. Now, the variable cost column. First step, driver salary. Driver salary given in per hour. And for the solution of driver salary, find for the per kilometer driver salary, it is given that vehicle run 20 kilometer per hour. So let's write one working note for the driver salary. 20 kilometer per hour vehicle run for both vehicles. So rate per hour is rupees 5. So we can say that 20 kilometer per 5 rupees per hour. Okay. So 1 kilometer how much? So we arrive 0.25 rupees per hour driver salary per kilometer driver salary. So put in this value 0.25, 0.25, both multiply with 3,750 and 0.25 with 1,200. Answer is 300. Okay. Now the petrol expenses. The petrol expense is given per liter and we require per kilometer and the other information Kimi per liter. 20 kilometer vehicle X run per kilometer per liter and 15 for vehicle Y for 15 kilometer. Okay. So let's working note 2. Working note 3. Petrol expenses. Vehicle X 20 kilometer rate 15. So 1 for how much? So 0.75 rupees for vehicle X And same process we calculate, and the answer is rupees 1 for vehicle Y. Let's put this value. Petrol expense 0.75 and 1 rupee. 0.75 multiply with 3000, answer is 2250, and 1 multiply with 1200, answer is 1200. Maintenance and repairs already given in per kilometer, so that we put the value per kilometer 2 multiply with 3000, 6000 annually, and 4 put 4 multiply with 1200, answer is 4800. Tire expense is already given in per kilometer, 1.5 for X and 1 for Y, 1.5 and 1 for Y. 1.5 multiply with 3000, answer is 4500. 1 multiply with 1200, answer is 1200. Now, in this sum, given the cost of vehicle and estimated life of vehicle. So let's prepare working note for depreciation. The formula of depreciation: cost of vehicle plus scrap value divided by life of vehicle. So vehicle X cost 50,000, no any scrap value, and divide by 2 lakh. 2 lakh is a life of vehicle 2 lakh. Life of vehicle 2 lakh. So 50,000 plus 0 divided by 2 lakh is 0.25 per kimi depreciation of vehicle X. And same vehicle Y, 30,000 cost, working life 1,50,000, 0.20 per kimi depreciation of vehicle Y. It put in this column 0.25 vehicle X per kilometer, 0.20 vehicle Y per kilometer, 0.25 multiply with 3000, 750, 0.20 multiply with 1200, 240. Okay, so let's sum total of variable cost, and answer is 14,250, and for vehicle Y 7,740. 14,250 divided by 3000, and the per kilometer variable cost is 4.75, and the per kilometer variable cost of vehicle Y is 6.45. 7,740 divided by 1,200, 6.45. So now the totaling of both fixed and variable cost, 14,000 plus 14,250, answer is 28,250. For per kilometer, 4.67 plus 4.75, answer per kilometer vehicle X expense is 9.42. Here the answer of vehicle X, and 10,200 plus 7,740, answer 17,940 annual expense of vehicle Y, and per kilometer 8.5 plus 6.45, and the vehicle Y per kilometer expense is 14.95. So the answer of vehicle X per kilometer expense 9.42, and answer of vehicle Y per kilometer expense 14.95. So here the sum is complete. Working note already given in this slide. Okay. So students, in the next lecture we discuss about the sum, advanced sum from this sum. Okay. Thank you students. Keep learning, keep motivate yourself.